Hey guys, today is 8/10/23, August 10th, 2023. I got back up at this spot. Ooh, got on the clutch too soon. So yesterday we talked about master insulation. I think today I'm just gonna tell y'all about my day and then go from there. So on this lovely day, I did the same thing I did yesterday. Ran foam glass on the chilled line, ran fiberglass on the heated. Today they cut out the holes through the wall because our pipe has to be insulated through the wall, through the rooms, and that's what I wound up doing today. So I wound up doing the hardest stuff while the other two guys got the easier stuff. Now I don't know how you consider that easy when I put on more material than both of them. But I can't tell my boss that. He won't believe me. And he never will. I could tell him till I'm blue in my face and it doesn't matter. I could tell him that the other two slacked off, ran a few pieces here and there, and pretty much put the rest on by myself. But he doesn't care. He thinks that I am the biggest POS at the shop. Doesn't matter how hard I work. Doesn't matter what my actual quality is. He thinks my quality is in the negative. When in reality, it's in the positive. Caught the curve there, buddy. Today is partly cloudy, and I think it's like 93. It's 94. I was a degree off. I don't know if I uploaded yesterday's video or not. I believe I did, but I'm not positive. I think I did. I'm gonna assume I did. You know what I love about the world? The fact that you can tear down a vast amount of trees and almost immediately it starts growing back. Not trees. Trees take a long time to grow, but grass, young saplings, it all starts to grow back immediately. And I was thinking, like, the older trees, they produce a lot of oxygen. But what if we just, instead of clearing out forests and stuff like that, what if we just completely cut them down and don't plant trees back. Let it grow itself back. Don't take the trees out of it or anything like that. Let them fall. Let it be a nutrient for the earth that's underneath it. Or well, take the trees, don't take the stumps. Let the stumps sit and rot. Let the worms and the bugs, let it bring in the old, or let them eat the old and bring in the new. If I could, I think I'd do that. Clear out trees, but don't put anything like I'd buy land intentionally to clear it out and let it grow back. I would at first make sure there is nothing endangered living on it. I'd have several people come out, like look at the land, make sure it's not home to any endangered animals, and if it is, I'm gonna fence it off. Well, not fence it off, but you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna set it up as a reserve, and I'll put like a 20-foot tall fence with like 4 feet underneath, or maybe 6 feet underneath. And I will put other animals in it. I don't think I'll have any predators in it. And I'll pay people to keep an eye on them. And you can pay to come look at them and stuff like that. Kind of like a nature park. Growing up, I wanted to be a farmer, but I realized how hard it is to be one. Like, it is almost impossible to just start up as a farmer, especially if you don't have land and or equipment. You can start a farm with a lot of equipment. You cannot, however, start a farm with no land. I wanted to twitch out, but I didn't let it. Do it in second, but I meant to put it in first. I think I would start a multi-story greenhouse. Everything inside of it is just homegrown. That'd be something I'd start. Sell the produce. I don't think I'd sell the produce. I think I'd give the produce to homes and like shelters, stuff like that. That'd be what it's specifically for. I think that freaking greenhouse farms are very expensive to maintain, especially if it's not going to be like a greenhouse. It's going to be like a building that is designed to grow plants. I'd start off with one floor. It'd be a big floor, like big building. But I would have it built. The first floor built so that it's strong enough to withstand a second, third, and fourth floor. And I would start off with just a couple buildings that have 4 floors, and you can go from there. Selling their produce. Because with it being a greenhouse, it can be grown year round. The plants don't have to die, and what does die, we can just, replace. But I think my goal would be to try and have the plants live as long as they could and produce as much as they can. And I would name the batches. Like, each day would be a different name. Like, it'd all be the same tomato. Like, let's say tomatoes, for example. It would be... Because, and like, by the day, I think would be the set price. Like, day 1 tomatoes. Or day 1 harvest 1 tomatoes. Meaning that these ones are like kind of small because the first harvest, they're not always that big. They're like very tiny. Wrong gear. Kind of knew it as I put it in there. They're always smaller than the rest. But the second batch, now that the plants kind of got an idea for what's good, what's bad, it's just huge. They're huge, beautiful tomatoes. And because it's inside, I don't know if you have to have pesticides inside. That would be something that I'd have to experiment. You'd have to experiment with. Like, I would obviously hire gardeners, people who have an excellent knowledge of farming, or agriculture at least, because I would like to have indoor trees as well, like an entire indoor garden. And on the roof, I would like for it to be the break area. Everyone goes outside, they have their smoke area, whatever. And I would like to grow everything. I would like 1 floor to be vegetables, 1 floor to be fruit. Probably have an entire floor of 1 thing. That way nothing cross pollinates. And obviously each floor would have its own set of bees. Because I don't think they can produce fruit without bees being in there. Unless there's some way to unless there's some way to pollinate without bees. I don't think there is. I think you have to have bees to pollinate. And the bees, because the temperature would be so, I don't know, I'd have all sunlights in there, so it'd be hot. But I think I'd have AC pumped into it and have the hot air pumped out. And I'd keep it at I think I'd keep it at 65. The building would be set to 65, that way everything grows. And then, I don't know about, I think I'd do tomatoes, corn, and I think I would do I'd do marijuana because it's used for medical purposes. And what I'm trying to do is like things that go into a lot of foods. I don't know about tomatoes, what all they go into, but I know it's using a lot of pastas and stuff like that. But I would use it for one, I'd do corn, and I think I'd do peanuts, corn, marijuana, and then the 4th floor would be, I think just wheat. I think I'd just do wheat. The wheat floor would have to, I think I'd do the 1st floor wheat because that's going to have to be something that is constantly grown and resown. Sown as in S-O-W-N, sown. It's supposed to be sowed, but I say sown because that makes sense to me. you know anything about agriculture, then you'll understand. Now, obviously, there is a lot of money that goes into that, and I don't know if it'll ever happen, but it would be nice if it did come true. I think I'd have to start off with marijuana, honestly, and sell it for medical purposes. Like, I honestly, not selling it outside of anything other than medical purposes. It would go to a research facility. The research facility would turn it into medical use. That would be my use for the marijuana. Because they're going to buy it from us and pay a lot for it. And because it's in a greenhouse, it doesn't have to be a huge shipment at a time. It can be an all the time shipment. They can get it every day. And then once I have made enough money from that, I'd build the second floor. The second floor would be corn. Sell the corn to a corn syrup manufacturer. Now I got two things coming in, and they're both big money making. And then once I have the 4 floors built, I would go to, like, once that building is set, it would go set up the second building. Second building being better than the first, obviously. I always want the second building to be better than the first. Does that help this at all? No, it don't. I would like for the irrigation in the building is going to be, the irrigation is going to be the hardest thing to figure out. Honestly, it's going to have to be. He's got a skeleton right there on the front of his truck. It replaces the Toyota emblem on the front, replaces the skeleton on the head on the skeleton. Dang, now they're back up and they're packed. This new gas station. I have a lot of ideas that I could do, because I'm constantly thinking about stuff, like constantly thinking. Like, where can I make my money? Like, what can I do? Like, if I had an unlimited amount of money, dude, there's so much stuff I can do. I would be a billionaire, but not like a normal billionaire. My money would constantly be going back into, like, making jobs and doing this and doing that. Like, I would have to have a tax team. Like, I would quite literally everything I had done, it would have to be taxed. And I'd have to have, like, an entire tax marketing team. Like, a group of people who are quite literally just budgeting the money, and when tax time comes around, they're pumping the taxes. You know, they're doing the taxes for me. Because I'd have so much shit going on. Ugh. You wouldn't be able to understand. Why did we break here if you weren't gonna turn off? Makes no sense. Let's see, the irrigation would be hard to figure out. The planning system would also be hard to figure out. Because I would have to figure out how I want it planted. And obviously, I would have 2 different kinds of growth. Because the building is concrete and steel, I would drill holes into the floor for hanging plants. And then, because it wouldn't just be like each floor would be a specific thing, but for the smaller things I would have hanging plants. Like the marijuana, I'm pretty sure can grow upside down. I don't know about the corn. I don't think the corn can grow upside down. I think it'll try and grow down and back up, and it'll just be a funny situation. That would be a funny situation. The wheat couldn't do it, so I couldn't sell that for flour. Strawberries probably could. Any kind of vine plant probably could, for sure. I'm hungry. Sitting here talking about vegetables I could grow in my multi-story fucking building. See, if I ever get someone to edit my videos, any kind of cuss word I'd say, like especially the F-bomb, I'd just have them change, like in the subtitles, I obviously bleep it out, but instead of like bleeping it out in the subtitles, have it say flippin', because I want every video to have subtitles. All the F-bombs be changed to flippin', because flippin' is a funny word. Because of that flippin' Arkansas video. Oh, this guy's a wide load. Tractor on the road. I think he's turning right here though. Gotta wave to your farmers. They're the ones that put dinner on your table. You should always wave at them. Show them the most respect. There isn't enough farmers in the world. If there was, we wouldn't have hunger in the world either. If there was enough farmers, there would be no world hunger. What we need is to grow more vegetables that can be canned and send the canned There's an idea. Instead of growing stuff that's gonna like make a lot of money, grow things that can be canned and send them overseas to countries that ain't got stuff. Yeah, there's an idea. That's a freaking idea right there. Solve world hunger by fucking canning foods and sending it to places that need it. Solve world hunger. I think instead of sending it across overseas, we would start here in the States, the United States. Go to every state, everyone who needs food, give it to them. Set up facilities and have like high school students who need, jobs. Just fucking pass food out to the people who need it. Fuck the government and their taxes. I mean, fucking people are dying of hunger. I'm not gonna protest or anything like that. I'm gonna fix it myself. I am a fix it myself kind of person. I will fix it myself. And by myself, I mean like me and my team. I'm gonna be the face, and I'm gonna encourage people to step up and help. I'm gonna build these facilities, and yeah, I'm gonna have a way to make money, because yeah, you need money to support what you're doing. I'm gonna have a way to make money. Ooh, he didn't turn the alarm off before he opened the door. And so once I have my money set up so that I can build this non-profit organization, just fucking hand canned foods out. And I ask everyone, like, I will find a way to make can openers to hand to these people. And just be like, look, do you have go to every person, hey, do you have a can opener? I'm giving you food. It's canned food so it can last as long as you want it. But here's a can of, I don't know, green beans. You can can green beans, dude. I think I do canned potatoes because potatoes have a lot of crap in them. I don't think you can can the skins, because the skins is what's got all the nutrients in it, I believe. So you can just have baked potatoes whenever. I'd find a way to can potatoes. Potatoes, they freaking mass produce. They produce like crazy. I think I do potatoes, tomatoes, green beans. Probably marijuana for the medical thing, so I can sell it to the doctors. Sell it to the government so they can freaking pay me for it. And then the other 3, non-profit, dude. All the way non-profit. I know James, he's right there with me. He'd probably be right there beside me handing it out, going down the streets. Anyone can have them. Anyone. I don't care. But it's mostly for those who don't have jobs. And those who don't have jobs, I'm like, look, I know you don't have a job. I don't know if you want a job or what, but there's a job opening at my company. If you want to do something, come to me. I'll let you do it. You have an idea of a thing you want to start, I'll invest. Let me be your investment. If you have an invention, like an idea for an invention, give it here. I'll set up an invention team, and you and your idea can go there, and your name will be plastered on it. Like, there'll be a contract, like, and we'll 50-50 it. Like, it was your idea, so you get that 50%. But my invention team made it for you, so it's 50-50. I'm not gonna take no more than 50%. It's just my invention team made it, so because it was your idea, you get the other 50%. I'm not taking more, and I'm not taking less. I might talk less. Like, I'll be like, we're starting 50-50. And if he's like 55-45, deal. There you go, deal. It's your idea. It was a hell of an idea. Now, if he comes to me with an idea for irrigation, oh hell yeah, here's wide open. Set up this fucking farm, son. We could talk more about it tomorrow. Things I want to do, stuff like that. I have a billion ideas just floating around in my head. If I had the money, I'd do them. I really would. But I don't know any billionaires who share the same idea concepts as I do. And there's no millionaires or billionaires who are just freaking willing to just openly spend money. Like, oh, that's a really good idea. Here's a couple million, go do it. There aren't anyone like that. There isn't. There's no millionaires, no billionaires. They made their money, they're happy with it, that's all they want. They want to be happy with their money. And I would be too. But I am open to ideas, I'm open to concepts. I'd 100% be willing to do that. I would, like, all the people who come to me off the streets and be like, hey, I have an idea. Like, all right, you came to me with this idea, you have to be on the understanding that it's 50-50. The money comes to me, I send you 50%. And it'll be signed on a contract. That way, if they try and sue me and be like, oh, yeah, I signed no contract. Piece of paper, right here, son. That would be my concept of the invention. And then I would also do other things. Like, I would have a race team. Like, I'd have a racetrack, and you can come sign up for the racetrack. But you have to sign a piece of paper stating that if you die or get injured, it's not on me. I will pay for your medical shit, but you're not going to sue me because you got hurt. That's on you. Like, and if you do it enough, then, like, if you win enough, then I'll probably put you on an actual race team that goes around the world. That's what I would do. And just let people willingly come do it. But I'd have to make a lot of money to have stuff like that free. Because I am all about people. Like, not big on interactions, but like I'm not good with crowds. I can handle one-on-one. One-on-one. I would set up a free dental service. Like, dead serious, a free dental service. People could come in off the streets like, oh, my freaking mouth hurts, I can't eat. If your teeth have to be pulled, I will find a way so you can eat soft foods and make it cheap. Like, people who don't have teeth. Like, yeah, you can have dentures, but I'm gonna make it a way so that you don't have to constantly use your dentures. Ideas, son. Ideas. I'm telling y'all, I got ideas. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna end this video here. Future ideas for y'all. Unplug. There we go. So, remember, you can't solve world hunger alone. It takes a team. It's going to take every human being on this planet to end world hunger. You can't do it with one man. You can't solve world problems with one man. So, if you see this video, like, comment. I want you to comment, like, dead serious. I want to interact with y'all's comments. So far, there's only one guy who comments on every video. And I actually know this guy, so. Like, comment, and share it. Share it to everything you got. Be kind to the next person behind you. Be kind to the person behind you. Be kind to the person in front of you. If he's being mean, the guy in front of you being mean to you, don't be mean back. Just be nice. If he's coming at you like, oh, why you gonna be so close to me? Take 2 steps back and be like, this is as far back as I'm going, but I'm sorry that I was that close to you. I won't do it again. Just be nice to him. It's gonna make him mad that you're being nice, but don't get mad at him for any reason. Just don't get mad. And just be nice to the guy behind you. Be nice to him. Don't let your temper overrun you. Don't let it overrun you. You can be mad all you want, but keep it to yourself. Go home. Punch your pillow. Don't punch a hole in your wall. That's stupid. Don't do that. That is very stupid. Just be nice to everyone. Don't be mean to anyone. No one deserves it. No matter how mean they are, they don't deserve it. Like, obviously bad people get punished. We have systems set up for that. Murderers get tried how they should be tried. Rapists get tried how they should be tried. Don't do stupid. Okay? Don't do stupid. Words to live by. Be nice to others and don't do stupid. But anyways, guys, be happy, be successful, and be good. Remember, let's solve world hunger and be kind to each other. Goodbye.